Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our Poinsettia Bowl game preview between the BYU Cougars and the San Diego State Aztecs. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with BYU.
When you look at BYU in this ball game, I'm a big fan of their talented tailback, their true freshman tailback, Jamal Williams. This guy has the sneaky athleticism, can make one miss, and I think he's going to be a star down the road for BYU. Rarely you see a guy with this type of athleticism and skill set in the backfield for the Cougars. But if they're going to move the football on offense versus the Aztecs, it's going to have to be with the passing game. So they're going to have to solve their passing issues. The quarterback play has to be consistent, and whomever is going to be back there will have to find Cody Hoffman early and often throughout the ball game. That's how they're going to be able to move the football. Keeping him moved around the formation will be a big part of the game plan. Now, defensively, the Cougars have two of the best defensive players in the country in Ezekiel Ansah and Kyle Van Noy. Both guys are dominant in this 3-4 defense. Ansah is a guy that's just a monster of a defensive lineman, can get pushed and also has a variety of pass rush moves. Kyle Van Noy is more of an explosive playmaker, can make plays in the passing game, but always has the knack for the big play. If they're going to have some success versus San Diego State, they're going to have to win on first down. That backs up that offense, is going to force them to be more of a passing team, and that way you can unleash this pass rush of Ansah and Van Noy. Now let's move over to San Diego State in this ball game, and quarterback Adam Dingwell has done an outstanding job filling in for Ryan Katz, who was injured in the middle part of the season. It helps that he has an outstanding tight end, a future NFL draft pick in Gavin Escobar to throw the football, so he's quite arguably one of the best tight ends in the country. Now in the backfield, that's where they're going to make their money. They have two outstanding tailbacks in Adam Wima and also Walter Kazee. Those guys combined for over 2,100 yards on the ground and 24 rushing touchdowns. So look for the Aztecs offensive line to try to lean on that defensive front. That's the best way to stop a 3-4 defense, is to run right at it. So look for a heavy dose of Wima and Kazee early in this ball game. Offensively, this is a team, quite honestly, since October have gotten better each and every week, and that's what you want as a coach. You want your defense to get better as the year progresses, as well as your offense. And I'm a big fan of the linebackers, Jake Feely and Nick Tenhafe. These guys have been playing some outstanding football and are always making plays in the running game behind the line of scrimmage and causing disruption in the passing game. And the secondary is led by one of the best players in the country in Leon McFadden. He's going to have his hands full with Cody Hoffman. He's going to have to win that battle throughout the course of this matchup. Scouts will have a close eye on Ezekiel Ansah, outside linebacker, 6'6", 270, and the scary part about this young man is that he is still learning how to play the game. Very raw prospect, but has tremendous upside. I know people hate that word upside, but this guy oozes it and is a very talented ball player. And for San Diego State, you look at Leon McFadden. He's been one of my favorite corners at the bottom of the screen for the last couple of years. This guy can play the field side, he can play a boundary side, great instincts, and also has outstanding ball skills. One of my favorite BYU quarterbacks is Ty Detmer. Played from 88 to 91, was a two-time All-American, finished his career with over 121 touchdowns, 15,000 passing yards, and also captured a Heisman Trophy in 1990. You can't talk San Diego State football without bringing up the great Marshall Faulk. This guy should have had 3 Heisman trophies. He finished his career with over 4,500 yards and 57 rushing touchdowns. Started his career with the bang with 7.1 yards a carry, 1,400 yards and 21 touchdowns as a true freshman, and wrapped up his junior season with over 1,500 yards, 650 yards receiving, 21 touchdowns. Definitely one of the best players in college football history. I like San Diego State in this matchup. When you look at what they do well, they can run the football. I think that's how they're going to have to win this game, because they don't want to expose a leaky offensive line to the BYU pass rush with Van Noy and Ansah. I think those guys can wreak havoc if they try to go back to pass more often than not. So look for this to be a run-heavy game, and they have two outstanding tailbacks. Defensively, they've gotten better, and with an inconsistency at the quarterback position for BYU, all signs point to an Aztec victory in the Poinsettia Bowl.